Yeah.
Oh, what's up, K?
Just chilling, nigga. You know, sitting here parlaying with your man Azie.
Yeah. Okay, you there?
Yeah, nigga sitting up at the table, son.
Let me speak to him, man.
Yo, hold on. Let me see. Yo, Z.
What up, K?
Yo, Poe want to talk to you, man.
Where you at?
Fuck you mean we at? He on the phone, man.
I ain't trying to talk to nobody on the bed phone, dog. You know?
Let me get the phone, man.
Yo, what you mean you ain't, yo? This
Let me
Poe, this Poe, man.
9 years ago, man. Tell me to get the phone.
Yo, Z, step to this phone, man.
Alright, so yo, what up, dog?
What's going on, Big A?
It's all good.
Everything good?
No doubt, no doubt. K Slade brought us over here to clear the air, you know what I mean?
And you know what? And that's what I want to do, man. I want to clear the air, man.
I put a tape together, and you could counter-react off the tape, but you know, we could dialogue on some real shit too, if you want to do that too, you know what I mean?
You know what? I definitely would like to do that, because there's a lot of little things that being read, and I'm glad I got a chance to catch up to you, because you were a hard brother to catch up. But
you know how I do, dog. I'm trying to, you know, I don't be liking the poly on these phones and all that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we gonna keep it simple. We gonna keep it simple. We gonna keep it funky and all that. And I just wanna.
You know, any other thing that's major we need to discuss, we'll see each other again.
Yeah.
You know, but let's clear the air though. You know.
Well, I did hear a little bit of your tape, and I like the message. I definitely like the message that you're trying to send out on letting people know that, you know, we did it.
No doubt.
But we're not trying to promote it.
Exactly.
We're not trying to be role models.
I feel like the niggas that shot me, for real, if they'd have came to me and if they had hard enough to do what they done like that, they'd have came to me and be like, yo, dog, we fucked up, because that's what it's all about, being fucked up, not getting no money. They'd have came to me and said, yo, listen, well, dog, show us how to do this thing up in the Bronx. Show them the remedy, would have been popping, and the army would have been spread it. You know, if that nigga was moving like that, come on, we'd have had the Bronx locked down. But niggas don't think like that. They looked at like, me kill this nigga, take what he got, and I can do my thing. It ain't about that. When you kill me, but who's the connect? That's the nigga that's giving it up. You ain't got that. So once you do that, you're gonna have to keep killing.
The murder thing is just, the murder thing is just, in the game, is just wicked. That's definitely not, those two definitely don't mix. But that's what some cats, that's the only thing they respect. That's the only thing they respect. But hey, help me, clear something up for me, man, because I think I came at you a while. I came at you, I talked to you for a brief minute once before about the Fed magazine. Just help me out, man, and you got to help me. A lot of cats came at me about your article that's cool with me. It was like, yo, why is your man making you seem like you was some flunky to him, man? Now, why did they get that impression, man?
Why did they get that impression? Because they was a nigga.
You read the article, they was like, they came at me and said, yo, Abe really tried to make it seem like you was his flunky.
Yo, a nigga read the article for what it was worth, and you know how niggas try to steer it up, whatever they wanted to be, it's gonna become, and they thought. So they hit you with that. We here talking right now. Do you think it was like that?
But no, you know what? I knew I was, like I said in my article, I knew I wasn't your flunky. I knew I had a position, and that's the position I played. You was a good dude. I don't even
be thinking about making a nigga flunky or talking like that to a nigga. I look at it like this: a nigga come to me, and I know he about getting paper, and I see he about getting money. I'm like, yo, here, take this, bring me back this. Let's eat, man.
Let's eat.
I'm not trying to be nobody boss, never was. Here, take this, give me back this, and let's keep it moving, man.
That's what I used to be.
And niggas was getting it like that, because the prices that nigga was getting for, nigga couldn't touch it, bitch.
It was sweet, eh?
I ain't even really ask you a question, but let niggas know, man. These motherfuckers in the magazine, the way they put shit and the way niggas is saying it, like you woke up in the morning and said, let me go kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yo, let niggas know, man. Everything happened for a reason, man.
But everything did happen. Everything did happen for a reason, whether it was the right reason or the wrong reason to happen. And like Azie touched on in his tape, everything was pre-written. Everything, God knows all this. God knew how all this was gonna happen. He knew how all this was gonna turn out. We was just a component. The plan. So I mean, he knew all this was gonna happen, and I just played a part, man. I just played a part in the show. Like Azie said, you know, the people, we ride down the streets and we do this, and the people on the sidewalk was the audience. I played a part. I played a part again, like I said, whether it was right or wrong, and I'm the first one to admit now, a lot of my decisions, a lot of things that I handled the way I handled them, I don't agree with them now, 9 years later, 34 years old. I don't agree with them. I could have handled them differently, but who's to say if I would have handled them another way, I would be here. I would be here. I would be here. Would they have killed Harlem if they would have killed me? Maybe not, because you know I was from the East Side, and I always had that black label against me, being from the East Side, because you know the West, you know, a lot of cats hate the East. Yeah. So would they have killed Harlem if something would have happened to me? You know. So I always wonder about that. Like in certain situations, if I would have turned my head another way or went about it one way, would I be here? You don't talk about that. That's nothing I want to ask, man.
That's crazy to me right there. That's like, to me, that's the whole moral to the story. You know, the little kid getting kidnapped and his finger chopped off by, you know, set up and plotted by his own uncle. That's really crazy to me. You know what I mean?
You know how wicked it is too. Not just that with the little wait. When Rich was alive and we used to cop them joints and you know we come up 7th Avenue. 44th, 43rd Street. It got back to us. It got back to us one time that his uncle was up there. I think me and Rich had just copped them Porsches or something. It got back to us. Really Rich that you know your uncle was up. I'm gonna get him one day. He had a real bad bone for Rich in his body or something. I don't know why. Richard never found out why, but you know his uncle used to say, "I'm gonna get him," and I guess he felt.
He said that to you?
No, he said that to somebody up there. That to Rich.
Rich didn't follow up on it, you said?
Yeah, he didn't follow up on it. He just said, you know what? I know he's jealous of me. And that took place with Darnell. And then we stepped to I don't know if you remember the cat to say to Rob.
Yeah, I remember him.
Running with Kevin and them. Yeah, he got at us. And that whole thing was going on. He said, look, and I remember where it was at. It was on 152nd Street, up by the cab stand. He said, yo, check this out, man. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Preacher, the uncle, it got something to do with your little brother. And we took that information, and that's when Rich was going to go at them, but other things happened, but it definitely came back to him that the uncle had something to do with it. But they wanted to keep the focus on me, but I guess the whole thing was going on with Richard, so they kept the focus on me. They even had people fly down to D.C. from New York to see me. Like, yo, listen, you made that polygraph thing may have proof, but I'm going to get some evidence that you did it. Come to find out, and I sat there.
Who did this, the Fed?
Yeah, they flew from New York to D.C. Once they knew they had me in the system, and I was, you know, doing my thing, they said, well, we got to go see him. Because we getting this from the family. It's just too much saying that he had something to do with the little boy. And told him about 14 murders, and I was being sarcastic when I said it, but I said, you know, I just confessed to 14 murders. 14 and a half ain't gonna hurt me. Ain't gonna hurt me or help me. It's sarcastic like that. He wasn't even a full man. He was a half a man. And they never believed me. They always thought, so they had it from the family so strong that I had something to do with that they really wanted to bang that on me. And you know, I sat there and I said, you know what? Ain't even worried about that. I didn't do that, and I'm not gonna take that one. I'll take the 14 that I got, but I ain't gonna take that one. But you don't hear nothing about it. Why they gonna talk about that?
You know why they don't talk in the streets? Why they don't talk about that? Because Donnell wasn't in the lights. It was Azie pouring Rich in the lights, so they don't really see that side. You know what I mean? But that side is
the focus though.
That's the one that make it say leave that alone, man.
But see, they need
to say leave that alone, but they don't see it like that.
They need to look at that and see. That's how wicked the game is, that it'll overflow into that.
It'll make family members turn against one another, man.
It's that the game is so wicked that it'll have anybody in it. Even if
I used to tell Rich before when he was getting them things from Homeboy from 12th Street, he used to take boxes of them things upstairs, and Holmes be sitting right there watching all that shit. And I always knew that cat wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
It made me say like, damn, Rich, what you doing? You know what I mean? But he you know how Rich was. But
Right there.
like, yo, dog, I got this. Don't tell me how. Okay, dog. But I always gave a warning, but I get away from it.
Planted the seed and rolled out.
Bottom line, you know what I mean? I see it beforehand.
And Darnell was a good little kid, man.
Exactly.
And I wasn't, I'm gonna say it now, and I said, I was wicked, and I was trifling, or whatever you want to call me. I lived that life, and I got down for mine, but I had enough morals that I would never, ever have done that to a little kid. Chop off his finger.
We'll say rest in peace to Darnell on that note.
Rest in peace. Chop off his finger. Send a tape of him screaming.
That's ugly, man.
That's crazy. I mean, Richard was a part of the game. Anybody them people they were part of the game, they was in that life, whatever. They had choices. He didn't even have a choice.
Nah.
Sure didn't have a choice.
Nah.
That was crazy. And like you said, we're gonna say rest in peace now, because that's just ugly, man. But they don't talk about that. People still focus on Rich. But help me out with some, because I got some cats that be trying to come at me with the nonsense about me looking in the mirror and this and that. But they say they showing the love to Vilma. They say they showing the love to Vilma, but Vilma on tape. She on tape telling people to get at her and things of that nature. And where's the love that everyone's showing for Richard? Why it ain't pouring over into his mother and all that?
I look at it like this, man.
You know what I mean, though, eh?
I feel exactly where you're coming from, and I don't even know how to even express that one, but Velma is Velma. Velma gonna be Velma. She caught up in her feelings about certain things that happened to her and her sons, and we could never feel that. You know what I mean?
No, listen.
So it's like Velma doing Velma right now.
But like I said,
once this movie come off, and if it come off right, Velma gonna be alright coming from me. You feel what I'm trying to say?
But yeah, wait, I'm talking about there's some other cats that say they got love, that got crazy love for Richard, and I hear they doing okay, but I don't hear that they doing anything for Vilma. You got her on tape, and
I understand where you're coming from.
So the love. I mean, the love.
It's like cats is trying to connect themselves to the story so crazy that they're doing anything to be a part of it.
Right, because they didn't really have no connection with Richard.
But a nigga gotta realize
they trying to grab a hold of the sister and the mother.
But a nigga gotta realize Rich wasn't trying to be nobody. He was trying to be rich.
Exactly.
That's what made Rich rich. You know what I mean? Do you, man. Be yourself, man. Take this team on your back and go.
And listen, can't no one tell me nothing about Richard. What I know and what I hear about and what I see about these cats in the street, Rich wouldn't have even looked at these cats, man. They don't even know the Rich that I know. They going on I guess on a story and on what they read. You understand? But these are some young cats. I gotta also.
All you gotta do is say to yourself, I'm 35 right now. This shit happened 10 years ago, and these cats that's talking that right now got to be like 21, 22. So you do the multiplication and subtraction, and you should come up with the right answers, man. You know what I mean? Whoever you are, be yourself. I ain't trying to knock your hustle, but dog, man, be yourself, man. You gonna be alright in this shit. But you keep playing with this, it's like you ain't got it right. Only 2 people. I feel 3 people could really tell a story to the facts of what happened in the game with us. Pat can't even tell a story really like that.
No, cause you
know what I mean? Velma can't really tell a story like that.
On the hill.
You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel when I was fucking with Pat, I had her like, yo, you stay over there. Here, take this money, do your thing.
Yeah, Pat was on the hill chilling.
I'm over here with us. We in the midst of this shit. You know what I mean? So they can't really tell a story, but they could tell the pain side of it.
Oh.
They felt, but
you know what?
They can't really tell a story about the game.
Not to cut you off right there with the pain stuff, and that's what I'm talking about. Those are the only Vilma, Patricia, and anybody else, as far as family members of anybody that I had any type of wrongdoing with. Those are the only ones that I feel can come at me and be like, yo, you know what? You wrong. I hate you. Or whatever they pain is. Those are the only ones that can come at me. Anybody outside of that don't really know what some of this or don't got no type of connection, really relax and get a life, man. Come on, Preacher and Alpo and them. Preacher got like 100 plus 40. He got a life plus 40. Plus, they gave him natural life plus 40. His man got life plus 60, and the kid Apple, Richard's uncle who did that to Darnell, he got like 40 years 3 times. And when I mean 3 times, he got to do 40, start the next 40, then start the next 40. And he flipped. They don't talk about that. That's another thing I wanted to ask, man.
That's crazy to me right there. That's like, to me, that's the whole moral to the story. You know, the little kid getting kidnapped and his finger chopped off by, you know, set up and plotted by his own uncle. That's really crazy to me. You know what I mean?